A very controversial topic in society today is the idea of which college athletes should be paid or not. College sports bring in a great amount of revenue, practically making it a business. Most people believe that college athletes should not be paid, mainly because 1, they are not considered professional in whatever sport they play, and 2, there is controversy with other students who do not participate in sports. And lastly, many fans refer to scholarship money as their own sense of pay. However, this is not the case. College athletes should be paid due to 3 reasons. First, playing a sport is very comparable to working a full-time job. Second, most colleges make a reasonable amount of money to pay their athletes. And lastly, if a player gets seriously injured in a game or in practice and is no longer able to play, they are left with nothing. Most fans can agree that athletes spend a sufficient amount of time in the gym, on the court, or on the field, working out, practicing, or playing in a game. However, many neglect the fact that some athletes devote more time to his or her sport than the average American spends on their job. For example, according to Forbes.com, average Division I football players spend 43.3 hours working towards their sport, while the average American only spends 40 hours working towards their job. This negates the idea that college athletes should not be paid just because they are not considered professional at whatever they do. Even though they may not be able to call themselves a professional at what they do, they invest so much time and effort in order to make their school not just thousands, but millions or billions of dollars per year. Which leads me to my second point. College athletes should be paid because schools make enough money to pay their athletes. For example, last year, the University of Alabama made $143.3 million just from their sports program itself. This is more than enough money to pay a wide range of athletes. In addition, every time he or she steps out and plays, the player is going against high risks of getting seriously injured. According to usnews.com, if an athlete gets seriously injured and is not able to play, their scholarship is taken away from them and is left with nothing. Also, once they are injured, they will be facing various health bills that will not be paid by the school. In the end, I stand in the strongest affirmation that college athletes should be paid because playing a sport is very comparable to working a full-time job. Colleges make a reasonable amount of money to pay their athletes, and if a player gets seriously injured and is no longer able to play, they are left with